Good morning, good afternoon, wherever we are. Um, happy hump day. Happy Wednesday Wisdom Day. Um, this today is an extraordinary timing for me that I am in an alignment for something the Spirit's been teasing me about that I don't have a full direction of right now or answer, but an energy has been building. So I'm excited for whatever that's going to manifest into my reality, my possibilities. So let's see. Today I was shown another one of my themes, I guess, or patterns of little excursions that I have in my spirit while I'm in this trance state. And it makes me giggle because this happened quite a few times. I've been brought into a realm where I'm um, like a child, maybe in my adult body or visually, or maybe in a child body, but always in the child spirit of my heart. And what's happening is that I'm playing hopscotch or swinging on swings or just doing little silly games and activities. And I feel like I'm all by myself, but then there's other children around me. And what Spirit has shared with me is that some of the times it's my angels, and it's like me playing with my angels. But other times it's actually in dream state children from somewhere else on the planet. Um, that's very exciting to me to think about how life is happening when we're in that sleep state at times. That many of us remember dreams, some of us don't, or at least we have in and out experiences of remembering them and not remembering them, or knowing what they mean. Um, but I've had times where I've been with other children and we're just giggling and laughing and playing. But I know that we are in a state of soul to soul freedom in those moments. And uh, it's both a healing experience for me, bring me back to that place, and it's also healing when they shared with me, Spirit has shared with me, what who those souls were, not by name or anything like that, but that they are real young children or people needing to heal that child part of themselves, perhaps. Just like if I see myself in that place as a child, and maybe some of the other children are really adults in their child heart joining in on that activity in what could be a sleep state, maybe even a very deep meditative state. It's just fascinating when I learn more and more about how consciousness can be anything everywhere. And so I just wanted to share that with you. Perhaps today is a child heart day for you, or we can find that in our own experiences to approach or listen to and experience things from a wonder that a child has, from the thrill that a child has for the simplest little activities and touches with life that we have. So that said, uh, I'm feeling a presence that, well, I'll be curious when I hear back and listen what is getting to be shared. So enjoy, everyone, and I give you a blessing for a wonderful experience. Greetings, blessed ones. Blessed art thou among all children of the heart of one, and blessed is the fruit of your creation. I am your mother. I am known as Mary, and I accept and welcome that which is a role I have among all of the family of earth, to remember my compassionate service within them, for each of you. There are moments for so many souls that are connected to the feeling of tightness, the feeling of confusion or um, experiences of being entrapped by certain energies of your own thinking or feelings that you have brought into your experience of body with from other individuals. We will refer to that as when you sometimes will feel tied up in knots, tied up in your own emotional, mental web. So I lovingly offer you my service of assisting you in unraveling, untying all the little knots within your being that are keeping you from feeling fully at peace, fully free to participate in the adventure of your life consciously. And if you have ever had or known of someone who's shared that there is a piece of golden or silver jewelry that is all tangled like the chains have now meshed into a knot, and the most wondrous thing happens often when it is gently massaged and just gently moved within the fingertips, that the knots begin to loosen. Often then they can be gently removed from the knotted position in their experience and be free. And all of that is like we see you at times within your heart center, in your various parts of your body, the knots of thoughts, which may manifest in a physical muscle cramp or ache, may manifest with other diseases that you're experiencing, but not always in that way. Often it is in the mental, emotional body. And if you allow us to assist you in unraveling those knots, loosening and untying them, that it will not need, or you will not have that experience of it going deeper into and anchoring into a knot within your physical body. So I offer you this day, and as we proceed with a few words for you, know that I am also presenting with you the nurturing Sacred Heart, which embraces each of you as a mother loving selflessly the tiniest of children who she carries within her body, in her arms. So when you feel motherless in your human world, perhaps the mother who birthed you or raised you was not fully connected with you for all the emotional, mental reasons that were part of that choosing. Or perhaps the mother that you love and has loved you have moved into other dimensions and they're no longer physically present. You may call on the presence I bring to help you remember that nurturing, compassionate embrace, to be that bosom that you cry into when you are feeling so sad or alone or hurt, to be that place of comfort. So just as my beloved son would have said to me, Mother, this is not your worry. Let things just be where they are. He was such a teacher. Have you ever had a moment when you wanted to say that to your physical mother, especially as a child? Not always received so well, because it could sound as it did for me in those moments, disrespectful or somehow inappropriate to speak with the role of mother or any adult person in a way that was demeaning to them or correcting of them. So, have you done that with your children, some of you? Have you loved them through their questioning or their correction, or have you resisted the wisdom that they might be offering you? Have you forgiven your earthly mother for not receiving your correction, your words of wisdom when you offered them? Let's move all that into the peace of this flower that I hold here, For from the untied knots of your beings that you are allowing to be cleared, I now manifest all that tightened energy into blossoms that are fragrant and healing, that are comforting and reminiscent of times of love and of joy, of peace, of grief. And the grief often comes because of the feeling of disconnect or fear of losing that love. So realize with me, my beloved, that this day and in any moment, we are at your call. You want to admonish me? So be it. Doesn't mean I am the doormat, as some female women, adults, or girls will feel being somehow treated less than. So I receive all of your doubts and your fears and your angst with love. I am not the doormat, that emotionally beaten down, and really neither are you. But when you feel that, come to me to be realized as the whole and beauteous, blessed soul that you are. It might have been easier for my embodiment to raise a child that was a little less precocious. But you know, when life gives you these gifts and you know who you are and a purpose you serve, you breathe and say, I will understand this when I can understand this. I accept this and I let it be. And so as my son would say to me, let it go, let it be as it is. I say to you, letting things go or be as it seems to be does not mean that you relinquish wisdom, knowledge, and the power you are to move through all of that, to teach and guide others through whatever shows up. But that you perhaps let it be, let it go, from that point of your humanness which says you must or else. You need to, or you are not doing it right. Whatever you do, however you say the words of your life, you are never wrong. You may be misguided and misunderstanding of who you are. That is not a wrong. I have been forgiven, and I ask you to give yourself that for the moments you have thought you were wrong. Hail and greetings again, beloved friends of God I am, Goddess I am, Infinite I am. So art thou. And in all of these moments, we are finding our way to that place where we exist without the boundaries, without the barriers, without the knots of confusion and anger and fear, where we exist in those realms as whole, complete presence of love. You don't have to wait to physically die for that. Here you are, my friends. Here you are, my children. You are all that. You are whole, complete, filled with the love and the presence of who you truly are in your breath, in your choice, in your quiet, and in your grand outward expression of all of life. So as our beloved Bessel of this message was sharing about being as a child, I invite you to play today. I invite you to look at the things around you as if you're seeing them now more clearly and more fully and deeply than you might have before. Whether the thing you look at is the key in your hand, whether you look at the smiles or the frowns on people's faces around you, see all of that more clearly, more deeply. All of it resonates with power of creation. Yes, we can say, go smell the roses and know the things which you already know have presented beauty to you. But see the beauty wherever you are and with whomever you are and whatever is expressing around you. We know that is a big challenge. Did I remember that when I was in the physical form, living a life through the land that I was born, the lands that I traveled to, far away from my home? Did I know that when I looked at the people who were chasing after my family? Did I remember that when I felt the obsession that some individuals had with fighting all the things around them for their own safety, protection, and fulfillment of dreams? All the things that I witnessed, I participated in. I participated in the anger, the fear, resentments. Oh, did I ever feel resentment and anger with Father, Mother, God? Oh, yes. Did I ever say, why me? Yes. Did I ever say, thy will be done, but I hope it's not this way? Yes. I just wanted to remind you that the journey of that is not making you less, is not making you unworthy or incomplete. The feelings are real, but the power of those feelings is what is most real. That you can use the power of anything you feel, any thought you have, to affirm truth, to breathe truth, to open your eyes as a child and see truth. So will you join me in this moment in our prayer of peace for all the places in your world reflecting to you that are tied in the knots, that are in chaos, in war, in imprisonment. And I don't mean just in the physical bars of prisons, but in the imprisonment of their expression. Let us realize that we hold the prayer for the freedom as we together untie those knots of how we have felt about that, how we can see beyond that, and hold that in the power of our prayerful nature, that there is intervention always. That intervention may not always appear and look the way we want it to, but it comes in the spirit. Yes, it can come in the spirit of a person walking into a life, having their hands on and in a circumstance that unties some of the knots and brings freedom and the reminder of love and compassion. That's part of the human role, to give one another those things. We pray now for the freedom of all these souls, wherever they are experiencing their life, in the earthly realm and beyond, in their torment, that they are now free. In the name of who we are, in the divine together, my beloved friends, it is so. Be blessed now in the love of the anointed ones that you are. Did you hear what I just called you? Is that not the meaning of the Greek word that was laid upon my son, the anointed one, the Christos? It is you who carry that. It is you who are the anointed ones as well. anointed to be here now on this earth to fulfill who you have come to realize. Thank you, my beloveds, for that which is your prayer with me now and in the hour of our transformation into all light. Amen. So, hello. Thank you. Excuse me while I gather myself into focus of my body and words. There are moments I feel so expanded that refocusing seems like I have to merge through 100 layers of something. But thank you for sharing this message with me this day, everyone. And if you're listening now, didn't catch it live and you're listening, well, thank you for coming in and participating. Let's see, from the focus, reminding, on the 30th of this month, the last Saturday, is another one of our Zoom play shops. This one again is with Saint Germain, who is going to be one of his, I'm sure, better, one of his, let me find my word, his more exuberant aspects of being, because he's quite passionate about the topic I believe that he's going to share on, which is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So we're going to hear more about how that was brought into the so-called Declaration of Independence. I think he's got a message about that for us. Want to know more about what that means for each of us? Well, of course he'll address that. I'm excited for that at the end of the month. So you can come to our website, check that out, and see if it's in your alignment to join with us for that. And we also know that when you are feeling wanting to come and play in other ways, that we have these Wednesdays, we have our personal sessions that we offer for individuals to have their conversations, and that's all I think I can say in the moment. There's just a lot of swimming still in my being. I have to bring it back to physical form. So have a beautiful rest of your day. Enjoy the revelations of this message in your life as it's going forward today. And thank you again for being part of this, because you are the contributing love and energy that assists me to continue with my purpose. Have a beautiful day.